landowners for Abuja, they don't see this land as investment. Many of them pay huge money. Many of them do a lot of things just to secure these lands. Now you just become FCT minister. It frustrates these people life. People when Wike they collect their land for Abuja, no they happy. Those guys they vex for Wike seriously because the way Wike they collect people land, now they don't give anything a land grabber. As they turn they protest for Abuja. They say Wike a land grabber. Come be like say Wike they collect the land. They say they give it cronies. They collect the lands from them. They give them to cronies for Abuja till they arrange themselves. The people that they para seriously.
It's because of the ongoing massive demolition in the FCT by the Honorable Minister of FCT, Wike. The reason why we have come to this particular location, there are 4 different demolitions affecting thousands, more than 15,000 residents of the FCT in this location alone. You can see here children who their parents are directly affected. You can also see that there is a victim. One of the victims was shot. He's here. The media have captured. He has just been brought from the hospital. He was shot on the leg. Property worth millions of naira. Shops have been destroyed. After the demolition, the FCD and the FCTA administration, they not only did they demolish, they burnt properties here. As you can see, the media can go around to verify for themselves. We have come to identify with the poor people who are affected. And we have also been briefed. We were briefed just yesterday. By all the affected residents that we should take up their matter in court on their behalf. So we have come not just to sympathize, but to assess the level of damage, that they have witnessed here, with the intention of approaching the courts. But before we do that next week, we are using this medium to appeal to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to consider the plights of FCT residents who are barely just surviving. Their goal is just to survive. Many of the residents here are people who were driven away from Borno, from Adamawa, from Yobe. From Zamfara, they reside because of insurgency and insecurity in the country. They live here, they work in the FCT, they are builders, they are painters, they are shoemakers, they are doing so much good work for the community. They are drivers, and there is no justification. They help the security agencies in the FCT to prevent crime in the FCT. There is no justification for these demolitions, for the ongoing demolitions. These demolitions are unconscionable. They are too many. And we are appealing to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces that, Mr. President, you must do something about this, that these people are harassed frequently by members of the FCTA administration. That we are sending a note of warning to people in government and the ruling elite that the only way they sleep and the ruling elite can sleep is if poor people are allowed to sleep. That when poor people are not allowed to sleep, that the rich in the society will not be able to sleep. True. We passionately make an appeal to the President that the President should impress upon the FCT Minister, Wike, to stop destroying and demolishing poor people's homes and allocating to rich people. That there is no justification to demolish here and allocate it to rich people. That there's no overriding public interest here. This is not the main road. You can see the main road is very far away from here. Why are you demolishing poor people's homes and allocating at the same time to rich people? Rich people should go to Asokoro, Guzape. They should go and focus there. This place is airport road, for God's sake. Why are you coming to take over poor people's land and allocating it to rich people? It does not make sense. In solidarity, you all know my brother and a great patriot, very dark man, is also here to show solidarity, and several other comrades. So I will allow very dark man to please shed more light on the reason why we are here.
The repercussion of something like this will cost us a lot, especially in Abuja. First of all, this place that have been demolished is not anywhere on the road. Please, one house. It's not anywhere on the road or beside the road. Look at the faces of these people. I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What will happen after this demolition is terrorism, stealing, snatching of phones, killing people to collect things from their hands, because these people will be desperate. At a time like this where the economy is not favoring anybody, people are suffering, the prices of things are going up, and you are demolishing. Why can't you try another pattern by actually looking for people in your team to look for a pattern to create housing for these people, even if it's a cheaper housing, before you demolish. But you are demolishing and you are putting them on the street to go and do what? Are they going back to Boronu, where they are kidnapping, where they are bombing? Are they going back to Kano, where there is insurgency and everything? No, they will not go back. They will be here. They will cause another problem for us here. So at the end of the day, it's so crazy that the elites are thinking that the poor people are not part of us. The poor people are your brothers and your sisters. While your daughters are at home, these people are other people's daughters and other people's sons. Look at the children, look at them on the ground. What are these kids going to be up? What are they going to grow up and be? Look at them on the ground. Look at them on the ground. No school for them again because their parent does not have anywhere to stay. If rain falls now, like this, the rain will fall on these children and the rain will fall on these people. So, Nelson Wike, Honorable Minister, I don't know what you are using this land for. According to Barrister Strategy and according to the law, the only way you demolish is when what? Let Barrister Strategy explain that part.
Overriding public interest.
Overriding public interest.
Not to reallocate to another person.
Good. Not to reallocate because we are entering here now, estate and all that. I understand that you want to develop Abuja, fine. We see the work that you have done. But in order to develop, you cannot just displace people. You have to create housing for them. We cannot live without the poor people. The poor people are the ones that will do some odd jobs that you, the rich people, will not do. Shey Wike want paint? No. Wike want the sweep road? No. So the people at the sweep road, maybe they're going to say Pasokoro. It makes no sense. So please, Honorable Minister, and I want to appeal to the President of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please don't let this demolition go on. These people are not affecting any development in Abuja. Destruction is easy. Development is hard. Try developing. Let's see. It's not only to destroy. A few years ago, when we were staying in Dagba Area 1, it was demolished. We stayed under the rain. I stayed under the rain with my mother. We were looking for where to stay. There was no place for us to stay. We stayed there for days, so I understand what these people are going through. And guess what? Up to today, they've not developed Dagba. It's still like that. Do you understand? So this one now, you are trying to pursue them because of maybe one of your friends, or I said maybe before, now sue me. Maybe because of one of your friends or one of all these people that have given you money, maybe. Because it's always like that at the end of the day. So Nelson Wike, think about all these people and even think about all these children before you continue this act. Thank you.
We'll go around so that we can see the level of destruction and damage. Thank you.
All right, let's go.
So thank you everyone for coming. The reason why we have come here today is that since from that beginning of this express, close to the stadium, they have been moving them from their land. That they pushed them from since that stadium side to this place. It was government and that they met several ministers in the FCT, that even the last minister of state, they met her. And that now they want to still remove them from here. That if they remove them from here, where will they go to? That's the question Baba is asking.
So, Nelson Wike.
The gentlemen of the press. My name once again is Carlo Ago, a lawyer, and also a lawyer to Home Builders Association of Nigeria. The developers who lost their property through the illegal demolition by the Honorable Minister Wike at Sabonlube in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. We have been briefed and we have the instructions of the Home Builders Association of Nigeria to bring to the notice of Nigerians and the world that the Honorable Minister, Nelson Wike, has been involved in illegal demolition of property at Sabolungbe in the FCT Abuja. That our client has all the necessary title documents to Sabolungbe, Abuja. That before they started developing the said area, they got building permit from the Development Control, a department in the Federal Capital Territory Administration. And it is on record that before the Development Control Department will issue any building permit, they always liaise with the urban and regional planning, who will verify whether the applicant for a building permit is actually the owner of the state property in which is interested to develop. And payments were made, statutory payments were made to the said development control. But to the surprise of everybody in the FCT, the Honorable Minister, without notice to our clients, without notice to anybody, by an executive fiat, directed the Development Control Department to go to the said Sabonlube to destroy properties worth over 200 billion naira. As we speak today, the said demolition has rendered so many Nigerians homeless because people were residents in the said place and today they are homeless. What bothers our clients is that for the Honorable Minister to enter such place and order for the demolition, there should be a court order. The minister cannot be a judge in his own case. You cannot say these people are land grabbers and at the same time issuing order for the demolition. There is no such order from any court of competent jurisdiction in the FCT that gave such order. As we speak today, even when the Honorable Minister is aware that the said area has become a subject of litigation, the Honorable Minister has been served with the said processes and in his characteristic manner of being a tyrant, or being somebody who doesn't care about the institutions, has gone ahead to demolish the place and is still going on to demolish the place. And of note, which Nigerians should know, is that the reason behind the said demolition, because the Honorable Minister is interested of allocating that said place to other developers. As we speak today, the news, the internet is awash with the news of the same place being allotted to another developer in the name of Ratcom Nigeria Limited. And the said offer was made to the said Ratcom Nigeria Limited by 31st of October 2024, just yesterday. So which means the Honorable Minister, ab initio, has an ulterior motive in demolishing those areas because he wants to reallocate that place to his friends and to his cronies. He's on record, and even Sahara reporter reported it as yesterday, that the same place which the Honorable Minister demolished had been allotted to another developer in the name of Ratcom Nigeria Limited. One then wonder, why would the Honorable Minister allocate a place that is already fully developed to another developer? What's the essence? Has the entire land in Abuja finished that the Honorable Minister cannot allocate another place to the said Ratcom Nigeria Limited, even when the place is a subject of litigation? The Honorable Minister, who is a lawyer, not just a lawyer, he is a life bencher of the Nigerian Bar Association. Despite that, he knows the law, and the minister's wife is also a justice of the Court of Appeal. They know the law. We wonder why the Honorable Minister will go ahead to allocate a place that is a subject of litigation in court, when he knows that by the doctrine of lis pendis, that you should not do anything that will force a fiat accompli on the court. The Honorable Minister has shown disdain to court, which they will always refer Nigerians to. Go to court, go to court. Nigerians have now gone to court to seek redress to the illegal demolition carried out by the Honorable Minister. That is why we are here, to inform the gentlemen of the press, because we know that now that the information has gotten to you, that the information will be properly disseminated to the nooks and crannies of this country and even beyond, that Honorable Minister should be called to order so that he will not invite chaos in the FCT. On the day he visited the said place, he called my clients land grabbers. But from what happened yesterday, by the document we saw yesterday, an offer granted, an allocation granted to Ratcom, Nigeria Limited, on the property that is the subject of litigation. Who is now a land grabber? It is the Honorable Minister Nelson Wike that is a land grabber in this instance. Because he grabbed the land that does not belong to him. He grabbed the land that is already allotted to people who built on that land. He now grabbed, and for his personal aggrandizement, has now allocated to another person because of what he will get. Not thinking of the economic waste. Not thinking of the lives that have been lost in that place. Not thinking of Nigerians who have been rendered homeless because of his illegal activities on that place. So we are calling on President Ahmed Tinubu, who appointed Wike, to call Wike to order, or even to remove him from being the minister of the FCT, because what he's doing is giving him a bad name. Because people are now saying that it is Wike and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that are collecting people's land, that they do not know how they got into that place. Today, we are calling them to order, that Nigerians will resist them. Nigerians will resist them. And when Nigerians start to resist them, it will bring chaos. And we don't want chaos in the FCT. And our client are law-abiding people. They are saying, and that's the instruction we have to bring to the media, that let them allow the course of law to take its place. They are in court. Let the matter be resolved in court. The matter is already before the court. Why are they rushing? Why are they jumping gun? Why are they disrespecting the institution that brought them in? That is why we are here. Let them hold on. Even from the form which was used in filing the process, there is a clause that is even an order that parties shall maintain status quo. So why are these gentlemen disrespecting our court institution? Is it because they are above the law or what? We are calling the international community, we are calling well-meaning Nigerians to get into this matter so that it will not degenerate into chaos, which at the end of the day, Nigerians will suffer for it. Thank you very much. The whole area is known as Sabon Lube. That's what the area is known, Sabon Lube. Now, as of today, over 100 houses have been demolished illegally. No notice, no court order. We can wake up in the morning and by an executive fiat order that those buildings be brought down. And they were brought down, despite people living in those houses. From the FCDA. Yes, they have papers. That is in my initial statement. I stated that before they went into the development, they applied for building permits. In Abuja, there is a department in the FCDA that is saddled with the responsibility of granting a building permit. That is the development control. And the development control is a department in the FCDA. And before you get the permit, they will also liaise with another agency in the FCDA, which is the Urban and Regional Planning, who is of the allottees in the FCT. And before it was granted to the proper channels, and they made payment to governments in those areas. And they were come to do so as at least to get back your investment. That's exactly what they did. The roads, the cement and all that were left behind. They did not sell they did not sell any property to any scavenger. None. They did not sell any property to any scavenger. It was only the relics that were left behind after the destruction by the tyrant called Wike.
We need to understand, say this country, gas it be now. We need to take a meeting with people for Abuja, landowners for Abuja. They don't see this land as investment. Many of them pay huge money. Many of them do a lot of things just to secure these lands. Now you just become FCT minister. It frustrates these people's life. They frustrate their life seriously. Eh? This is not fair. This is not fair. These guys are in pains. They are in serious pains. And it's painful that our institutions are this weak. Politicians can just come overnight and destroy everything you've suffered to build for decades. Imagine say somebody does suffer now For years they invest for land, they work, they make sure say you buy land. Person go just come overnight, come destroy everything when you don labor for. E no make sense. Na why investors, our people wey foreigners, that's our people wey travel abroad sef to come home, come do some kind thing sef go dey hard. Because how you go take explain give yourself say wetin you do when you feel say na investment, somebody go just enter office one overnight, go just destroy everything, and most of the time they are not compensated. Most of the time they are not well compensated. It is what, it's not funny. It's not funny.